Rah! Here's part two of my Dark Continent agenda, agenda, Dark Continent's hidden agenda video of Hunter. So this is part two. Remember that. I'm continuing and I'm going to conclude this. So continuing from part one of talking about Dark Continent and the and um, calamities and how how they every time you go in the calamities come back. And the reason why they come back is partly because some type of force behind it. And I went on about ancient civilizations, the world tree, consciousness, whatever. I went on. I talked about all of that. So I was continuing from where I left off. So I was talking about how humans move from place to place when this is real in real life. When a similar species or the same species move from one place geographically to another on the globe, they start to evolve differently because of the different position on the globe, the different atmosphere, the different environment, different adapt the way the way the way they had to adapt the way they the way you had to adapt differently on different environments, and also the way you had to adapt um the, the way you adapt to different temperatures, um depending on the sun, you know what position that the sun is shining down on that planet. And I was saying how the humans in the Hunter world probably evolving differently from their ancestors from the Dark Continent. Because we know there are human type beings on the Dark Continent, and I was just explaining that on part one. So with that said, sorry, I'm kind of like stuttering a little bit, but I'll get back into it. So with that said, um, the humans on the Dark Continent, um, they probably have powerful abilities that the humans in the known world couldn't even fathom. And the reason why I said that because in the Dark Continent, that's all sorts of dangerous creatures. The Chimera ants. The Chimera ants was just one creature on the Dark Continent. And I'm pretty sure there are even more powerful Chimera ants on the Dark Continent. And I talk about this on my video. Go check it out. More Chimera ants on the Dark Continent. Hunter x Hunter. Go check that out. But there's probably even more Chimera ants on the Dark Continent. And probably even different species that are even more powerful than Chimera ants. They have more um, hostile or more not hostile, the more threatening abilities to humans and other species that they have, and these beings exist on the Dark Continent. So considering that they have the humans on the Dark Continent have to deal with that, they will evolve over time or to able to face that so that species can survive due to nature um allowing different species to evolve or to fit in with the grand puzzle of life. So with that said, considering that they have to evolve differently, meaning that they have to have more powerful abilities to survive, I'm pretty sure that the nano beasties are way beyond our comprehension. And with that, and an example of this would be Kurapika or Kurapika from the Cursor clan, who's probably from the Dark Continent. We know that when their eyes turn red, they have the ability to have all five main categories. So, excuse me, I'm sorry, but that's just a lot. So this you have to fathom what type of abilities that humans on Dark Continent have. And I was saying earlier on my part one video of this that it's probably some type of ancient civilization that you know if we go to a world that's not colonized or I don't want to say civilized, but that's not colonized or conquered in our world or probably in any world, people live more in nature, and by living more people live in nature. They live in two in nature. They've been living there for millions of years. They know everything. They ever they ever communicate with nature, and they know things about you know where they have been at for many millions of years, because they've been living there for many years. They know things. They know what plants to use. They know what plants not to use. They know how to tame certain animals. They know how to stay away from certain animals. So yeah. So now let's go to the hunter world and put in the Nen factor. But the Nen factor, they probably Nen is something that flows through all life. So these ancient peoples, considering that they had the more connection with nature, they probably, considering how powerful they are. Say that if there's one ancient, still thriving, ancient, powerful civilization, one ruling body in the Dark Continent, and they're like a whole new level of like power, and with their Nen abilities, they able to connect with the Dark Continent and our creatures with them. And they probably have some type of Nen ability that allows them to control of the forces of the universe, meaning that the forces physically, the forces of physical, the energetic, and I guess you could say the spiritual part of nature. The spiritual part will be Nen. Energy forces, like heat, light, not light, but heat, electricity, those things. Physically, biological creatures, physical objects, stones, different elements, fire, earth, water, wind, you know. So with that said, if they have a connection like that with the dark content in nature, they probably are able to, consciously set a world regulation that whatever comes outside of the dark continent into the dark continent, most likely from the human world, they set a condition whereas the a calamity will always follow them and try to ruin their world. So let's say that is true. Let's just say that is true. If that's true, then why would he do that? If that's true, then why would he do that? Because that's something considered evil to the humans from coming outside into the dark continent. So obviously they don't want if that's true, whatever not just civilization, whatever entity is behind this, if it's true, if my theory is true, why would they do that? Why would they do that? But obviously they don't want anybody coming into their home. Maybe in the past something happened and they don't like the humans over here anymore, or maybe they want to hide something. Some of the content they don't want humans to find out and they want to hide. Maybe some type of grand conspiracy. Whereas, as I was saying earlier on my part one video, make sure you watch. I forgot to mention. Make sure you watch part one before you come here. But my part one video, I was trying to say how the world tree probably has a consciousness in its roots. Doesn't just go into the magma of the earth, but actually stretch out throughout the dark continent, and probably also actually stretches out all the way to throughout. It probably stretches out all the way throughout the earth. And if it's just stretches out all the way throughout the earth, and then has some connection to the earth itself, and can think on a higher intellectual level or intelligent level, then maybe it's controlling a lot of things in the world of Hunter x Hunter. So maybe that's something that they want to hide from the humans coming in, because the dark continent has hardly ever been explored. You know, because the dark continent has hardly been fully explored. So there's a lot of things we don't know about the dark continent. And the calamities are probably something that's not just accidental. The calamities are probably no coincidence. It's probably no coincidence to the calamities. It's probably happens for a reason. And whatever reason that is, I guess we'll find out when we actually go to the dark continent. Like I said earlier, if we ever go to the dark continent, if Togashi or some other author ever continues this Hunter story, but the Hunter story has not continued yet. But I guess you gotta think positive. But with that said, that will be the hidden agenda I was talking about. If it is something they're trying to hide, whoever this force is. So calamity is probably part of the hidden agenda, not just for the Dark Continent, but actually for the whole globe, the whole world, Hunter x Hunter. So it is something to think about. Um, yeah. So um, my other videos I'm working on right now is Serial Experience Lane, and I'm going to do analysis slash discussion slash analysis and discussion of the anime Serial Experience Lane. I just recently reviewed Samurai Jack Episode 3, Season 5. So you haven't seen my review of that. And I also reviewed Episode 1 and 2, so if you haven't seen my review of that, and want to check out my thoughts, what I think about that, and how I review all three episodes, go check those out on my playlist Samurai Jack. And also go check out my other theory videos. And go check out the videos I mentioned on here. And also other Hunter x Hunter theory videos. So, just to remind you, this was a remake of my original Dark Continent video. Because my original Dark Continent video was like, I did part 1, which was 1 minute, part 2, another minute, part 3, another minute, and part 4 was 7 minutes. So I just putting all those together in one video and expounding even more on that. So, this was D-Hop, aka The Weed, here to bring you another theory video today, Hunter x Hunter, the Dark Continent Hidden Agenda. So, I suggest you don't dislike, subscribe, and comment, and check out my channel. Please, if you wish. So, peace, out, and at the very least, have an okay day.